Hey guys, today we're going to be doing conjunctions, and you haven't done this before, although Adam, you've done this before. This is going to be something that you really have to think about. It's not that hard if you think about it, but it's definitely more challenging than what you've been doing. Okay, so we're on 5.5, page 194. A conjunction. What is a conjunction? It's a compound mathematical sentence using the word and the symbol of this little triangle without the bottom means intersection or and. So it's basically when you say, I like apples and oranges, I'm going to take what's, I can take apples and oranges and I can bring them all together and that's what I like. And means both, right? So this is a symbol for a null set or an empty set. Sometimes in these answers, you're going to get no answer. So when you get no answer, if there's no and, then the answer is going to be an empty set or a null set. Okay? So the first one says solve x is greater than 2 and x is less than or equal to 4. For the first one, I actually did the problem out, and then the rest of them I'm going to do it as we go along. So you have to graph first. X is greater than 2. You're going to find 2, put an open circle. X is going that way because it's greater. X means anything greater than 2. So this is all X. And then it says and X is less than or equal to 4. At 4, you're going to have a closed circle. Notice I graphed them above because I need to see what is true for both of them. So look, where is X for both of them? X is along here for this graph, and it's along here for this graph. If this graph was red and this graph was blue and I colored them together, where would purple be? Well, if you notice, this is where the purple is going to be, right here. Okay? So the answer to the conjunction of x greater than 2 and x is less than 4, this is my left side, x is in the middle, and then this is my right side. So this is my left parameter. 2 is less than x, because it's not colored in, is less than or equal to 4. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So let's do another example. Okay, first thing you have to do for each one. This says x equals 4. 4 is right here. I'm going to put a closed dot. That's it for that graph. This says x is less than 6. I'm going to put an open dot in color that way. Where is it that both of the graphs are taken care of? The only place is right here, where I have x in both places. The answer to that is x equals 4. Okay, how about here? X is less than negative 3. I'm going to put an open circle and go that way. And x is greater than 7. Open circle and go that way. Guess what? X is less than 3. X is greater than 0. Where do they cross? Emily, where do they cross? They don't cross. What's the answer for this one?
The null set.
Null set. Okay, the answer is empty set on that one. We got 2 more examples over here. I do predict that you will have a little bit of an issue with this section, so I'll be happy to help you. X is less than or equal to 5. So I'm not going to put the whole graph together here. I'm just going to put at 5, x is less than or equal that way. And then 0 is like about here, right? And it says x is less than 0. It's an open circle, and it goes that way. Emily, where do the 2 lines cross?
Where the open circle is.
Yep. So this graph is x is less than 0. Okay? So that's from here on is where they cross. So that's what the answer is going to be. X is less than or equal to 5. X is less than 0. So that's where the answer is. Last one. Okay, now I got a problem because now I have to solve this. This gets harder. So I've got 2x plus 5 is less than or equal to 11. And negative 3x is greater than 18. Okay, what do I have to do? I have to solve for x in both of them. So now you do what you did the other day. 2x is less than 6, divide by 2, x is less than or equal to 3. And now here we go, we have to divide by a negative. Don't forget, here's where, now you're doing other things, but you have to remember that you have to flip the sign. Okay, now that's what I'm going to graph. X is less than or equal to 3, so here's 3. I'm going to close in my circle and go that way. X is less than -6. -6 is like, so here's 0. -6 is down here somewhere. X is less than -6. I have to go that way. So the answer to this one, if that keeps going, is going to be X is less than -6. That's where the two graphs cross over right there. Okay, so bottom line, you have to take everything you've learned about inequalities, put it all together. You're going to do sections A and B on page 194 section. Thank you.